A Radio Tweak. I wanted to do this piece. It's really rather short, actually. This is purely based on a report I saw on the BBC here in North America, but I understand it was also shown in the UK. They reviewed, if that's what you can call it, the Townhall virtual meeting that President Trump had Sunday night, May 3rd, at the Lincoln Memorial. They said, for all intents and purposes, it was just an election stunt done on a right-wing TV channel in America, namely Fox News. They had a so-called political analyst from, of all places, New York, who inferred, if not said outright, that this was his last chance to get the message out about the virus, and on this depended if he would win the presidency. The thing is, it was a town hall meeting of people who did videos of questions they wanted answering. It was nothing to do with the President of the United States. It was the choice of Fox News what the questions were, and they were quite hard-hitting, some of them. I can't play them all, but nowhere in the review did the BBC reporter, so-called, explain to the viewers what the format actually meant by a town hall. He had no advanced knowledge of the questions or the topics, and no way of knowing what they could be. This was in no way expressed by this partisan reporter who clearly cares nothing about reporting the events, just shaping the narrative to suit their needs. Globalism, yet again, in action. Here's a short clip from the 2-hour programme, of which the President appeared, I think, some half hour in. You'll hear a part of a comment about the virus from the President, and then one of the many questions. Not the answer, just the question.
We've seen death, like Elmhurst Hospital in Queens, right where I grew up, right near where I grew up. Know the building very well, know the hospital. They had body bags lined up in hallways. They had body bags sitting out on sidewalks. We've never seen that in this country. You saw the mass grave. It's called Hart's Island. They built a mass grave. I've never seen anything like that. When you look at that and that's with, let's say it's 100,000 or 90 or 95. Now multiply it out. Don't go 2.2 or 2.5 million. Say it's half of that. So take the numbers that we looked at that nobody in this country has ever witnessed, and now multiply it times 15 or 20. So instead of having 10 or 12 body bags laying in a hallway, you'd have 15 times more than that?
That's the scary part for business owners who are getting ready to open up. Our next question comes from here in D.C., and it's a topic we received a lot of questions about, and that is testing and what people have to do. Take a listen.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Sarah Poland. I'm the owner of Supergirl, based in Washington, D.C., and I'd like to know what kind of federal protocols are going to be in place regarding testing to ensure that my potential customers and staff feel safe when people are leaving their homes. For example, if someone comes from another state that doesn't have the same testing standards as another, and they both come to my establishment, how are we all going to feel safe?
Now, I ask you honestly, how can this be biased and slanted in any way? This is why you can't trust the mainstream media in any country. They are desperate to get back to their normal, where the USA is downgraded and the rest of the world outsources their lives and their livelihoods to China. It's known in simple terms as globalism, but in reality, with the Chinese 100-year plan, it's better described as creeping communist dependency. Stalin got it wrong. How to bring the West to its knees wasn't by out-competing with them. It was simpler than that. It was to make the West so dependent on them that they couldn't maintain their way of life without them. And that's my comment. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab, Spotify, and email. We're on Spotify under the podcast section. Type in Canadian Politics with a twist, and you'll find us. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass these links on to your friends. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all our morning moments at Spreaker.com/A-Radio, EHRADIO, A-Radio. And please click on the like button.